lots of other classes, hopefully. And it is just basics on how to watch a screencast as I posted them on my Edline page. So, first thing, we need to be on our Edline page, and you might see under assignments that there is a screencast here. So you might not see these if you're looking under, for example, combined calendar. See, you don't see anything here about screencast because these calendars are very compressed. So you'd have to see it in the weekly mode, which is the one that I hand out in class, but it's also here on Edline if you look at it under weekly mode. So, done here. Go back to our page, and we see that, for example, here on Tuesday night we have a screencast A1. So if you wanted to see that screencast, we go over here and we would click on it. We have a list of screencasts, and here is our screencast A1, linear equations, which is a link to, in this case, the Khan Academy. And if we wait a second for this to come up, we have a video, or if you're comfortable with the material, then we can just go straight to practice. And if there is a practice bar, which there isn't always practice, we may, if there is a practice bar, we'll have to do that practice. Now, here, you see we have the question over here, and here's where we input our answer. For example, here we're solving for x, so we would type in our answer, or we can, if we need to do a little bit of work, we might need to say something like 4x equals 7 minus 5, so 4x equals 2. That means x equals 2 over 4, which is 1/2. So we come over here and we type in 1/2. And we check our answer. And yay, we got it right. Okay. Now I've already done this, so it says I'm proficient, but if I hadn't done this exercise before, my bar would grow across unless I made a mistake and then it moves back. Eventually you get worked all the way through it. If you can't get through it, you might want to go back and watch the video. So let's go back to that. Actually, I'm going to close this out. Now, the key to this, though, is having a Khan Academy login, which all of my students should have. So if you don't have one, you can log in through your Facebook or your Google account, but you want to make sure you always use the same account every time so that you can see your account's progress. For example, here. So this shows a little bit of work. This is fairly complicated, but not really important for students unless they're interested in seeing where they are. It's pretty interesting. It shows things that I've done, a timeline, lots of different things here. More for the coach, that's me. You'll have to select me as a coach. We go over that in class. And let's see where else I can, what else is interesting here. Let's see, practice. And this shows some things that I've done here. This is my favorite part here, is over here in black, because you can see in the world, or the galaxy, I guess we should say, of math, what you've done. And there is a lot of stuff here. And I'm not very proficient with this pen yet, so we'll go back to the dashboard. And here's a better view. Takes a while for this to load because there's a lot going on this page. Again, this is way more stuff than you need to know just to do the screencast that I have on the homework assignment. But it's still interesting for if you're in the Khan Academy and you kind of want to know where you are and all this stuff. So you can see what I've done. This is my account, so I've done different things here, playing around, and over here is kind of more of a summary. Now, after a while, after you've done things, you're asked to do some review exercises so you don't lose your proficiency. Again, that's part of the Khan Academy and not part of my program specifically, but it's still interesting. So back to Sage Ridge. So let me give you a quick rundown summary of what we're talking about here. Algebra 2, you want to know what you have to do for homework tonight. Well, you go to your assignments, and you can see the list here, and let's say it is Thursday. Thursday's homework is right here. Oh, I have to do these problems in my book, and Screencast A3. And there it is. Now notice this one doesn't have practice, so you don't have to do anything but watch the screencast, which in this case is 7 minutes and 12 seconds. So once you've done that, you're done. And feel free to add a comment here if you liked it or you didn't like it, or whatever. And once you're done, and I will be able to see that you've completed those, watched those videos, or done those problems. Again, if you have practice problems on that page, for example, here, this one has a practice problem, or a practice set. You don't have to do the video, but you do have to do the practice. If there's no practice, just watch the video and you're done. And for example, I'll show you how I can see your progress. Under Coach, I can see what some students here have done, and it tells me daily activity. Nobody's done anything today. I can see what different students have done at different times, and it's very easy for me to track what you've done and what you haven't done. So we'll close out the Khan Academy here. We'll go back to Algebra 2, and that's it. So hopefully this has been informative for you, and we'll see you at school. Thank you.